So when you hear the expression, God, I wonder what these streets would say if they could talk, Sarasota Street Talk is making the streets talk, and we're recording what they're saying. So that, to me, that is what Sarasota Street Talk is all about.
Sarasota Street Talk is to introduce people of the surroundings.
We're literally right now, we're downtown Sarasota, and we hear people all around us telling different stories. Those are the streets talking.
Mr. Scotty Maloff, how are you, sir?
Good morning, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking.
11 a.m.?
It is, going on 11 o'clock in the a.m. It's a beautiful Saturday.
It is.
Here at the Farmers Market on the corner of
Lemon and Main.
Yep.
Here in front of Gator Club and Parker's Books.
Yep. And thank you to
we're
them
here
for
every Saturday except the third Saturday.
Yep.
Because we're at the Bazaar.
In which case, we're at the Bazaar at Apricot and Lime.
Right.
Hosted or owned by our good friend Miss Kim Livingood.
Exactly.
Who's creating
and we are Sarasota Street Talk.
Yep.
Right?
We're Sarasota Street Talk.
And you are?
My name is Mark. Thank you, Scott, for that segue. Mark Klecka. I'm a realtor here at Caldwell Banker downtown, across from the Ritz and the Sage Restaurant. And you are?
And I am Scott Maloff, mortgage broker, Summit Lending Solutions in Sarasota as well.
And together we are Sarasota Street Talk.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So
and again, so today is December 2nd. It's a beautiful day, upper 70s, a little overcast, but it never rains on Saturday. And all the time we've done this, we've never had rain.
I don't think, in the year and a half that we've done this, I don't think it's rained one time.
Yep. There you go.
Back at me right there.
And then, we've had some really excellent guests so far today.
Oh, we've had some phenomenal guests over the year.
Yeah.
And then today, and we're about to segue into another phenomenal guest here. Thank you so much for coming and talking to us, and we're just going to let you introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Sherman Baldwin. I'm one of the partners with my daughter in a family-owned business. One of the businesses we own is Hart's Landing, and we do the live music on Saturday nights, but also the bait and tackle shop and beer and wine bar and all of that right down on the water.
Yep. Yeah. And this is see, I get so much flack for advertising Hart's Landing, and I don't care because I think that's great. But it's always like this hidden Sarasota secret,
right?
Like, and everyone's like, so I'll post it into.
I love downtown Sarasota.
My Facebook group, I love downtown Sarasota.
Group,
ILDS, it's a group, not a page. If you're not already part of it, please join. And people will comment back and say, Don't tell people. That's like our secret.
They'll
Like
get
too many
too
people
crowded.
know already.
Bite your tongue, Mark. Talk about it all you want.
There can never be too many people.
And I end up saying, well, I think Sherman would have a different opinion of that. I think.
Well, in all seriousness, though, that these events, particularly the music events on Saturday nights, they're free. They've always been free, always will be free. And we don't get any money from anybody. That's my daughter and I. We stroke the check to the band.
Right.
We, set everything up for that exact reason. And we always want to keep it free, but we ask that you come back and buy some shrimp for us to go fishing, or maybe a sub sandwich freshly made from Publix every day, or some ice cream or beer and wine.
Oh, you get them from Publix?
Yep, every day fresh.
So
wow.
That was going to be my question. Tell us more about what. So when you have the free band, you sell beverages.
Yep, we sell
adult
beverages
and non-adult. I assume.
That's exactly right.
And adult beverages.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And so we just hope that you would spend a couple bucks with us that way, but we don't charge for the music itself. We want you to come out, sit under the stars underneath the Ringling Bridge, and enjoy what I think is the best urban open space in all of Southwest Florida right now. It's just a perfect setting at Hart's
It is.
Landing.
Oh, it's an amazing
awesome
place.
layout.
Like sunrise, sunsets right there. You're looking over Golden Gate Point.
Absolutely.
Calm waters. And I'm not a big fisherman. I mean, I'd like to fish, but I suck at it. But apparently it's very good fishing there too, right? Like
it's great fishing on the Saprito Pier right there is great fishing. Whenever my grandchildren come into town, I'm not much of a fisherman as well, even though I own 2 bait and tackle shops. I probably shouldn't say that out loud.
That's right.
But at any rate, whenever I bring my grandchildren there, I catch something on that pier, and I'm like some big hero, like I know what I'm doing. And I pretend I do
cool.
just for them.
Oh yeah, no, I think I caught one fish maybe twice in my life,
Yeah.
and when I got it, I got so surprised and I got scared, so I just cut it real quick because I didn't know what to do. Like now I got it. What do I do with it?
My youngest of 3 boys is a big fisherman.
Yeah.
So when I get him down here from Chicago, we'll get over there.
Right.
And by the way, where to go now, where to bring him, and he's got a 2.5-year-old son now. So that would be perfect.
Right. And by the way, just so you know, we're going to be celebrating. We don't know the exact dates yet because we want to coordinate with the city, but it'll be the 90th anniversary of Hart's Landing in 2024.
Wow.
90 years. It's been around for a while.
Can we do a podcast from there?
Yeah, we should definitely make that happen.
Yes.
Todd's all
right around that time.
Todd.
Scott.
Scott's all, all about the
I'm
mobile
Scott. Nice to meet you.
Mark, nice to meet you. Hey, you got a good radio voice.
I've only known you for like over a year now.
Exactly.
But yeah, we should do like a remote over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big deal. It's been on the water bait shop. We're going to work it out with the city. We want the city involved, you know, do a little ribbon cutting and maybe a proclamation. You know, we've always thought from the very beginning, we've owned the business since 2017, so just 6 years. And but we've always thought of carrying on the name of Hart's and the Hart's family that started this way back in 1934. And we've always paid them their due respect, and we feel like we've really honored what they started and continue with what we do. You know, Dennis Hart, God rest his soul, who passed away, I think, in 2010 or 11, he taught 2 of my kids to fish. And he's taught a lot of people to fish. Now, he's a funny way to teach. No, you don't put a shrimp on a hook that way, you dumbass. That's what he'd say. Hey, it works.
Hey, it works with the military.
Yeah, it sure does.
So, yeah, it's a proven technique.
At any rate, we feel like it's really an honor to be kind of like curator of that legacy that is Hart's Landing. And so we want to really celebrate its 90th anniversary this year and, you know, all of that. So we'll be doing that.
Okay. And you have cruise.
Cruise, so we have
tell us about
MissClara.com.
Yeah.
So MissClara.com is an old vintage boat that we restored and brought back to life with all the modern, sophisticated machinery and electronics and all of that. It's a Willard 40. It was designed by the Willard Corporation to bring officers out to battleships in any weather, because it's a very seaworthy boat, for the changeover of the officers on a battleship group. And so it's made to do that. We brought it, like I said, back to life, and we have tours through Selby Gardens called Set Sail with Selby that go from the downtown Selby campus all the way down to Spanish Point. Those happen on Thursdays and Saturdays, and those are really fun because you get a free lunch as part of the ticket purchase through Selby. Also, this week, starting Tuesday, we now have regular tours out of the Ringling Museum. And if anybody who studied the Ringling Museum, John and Mabel Ringling had a real attachment to Sarasota Bay and the environment of the bay and all of that. So we really feel like this is a natural addition to the Ringling Museum, is to offer on-the-water experiences right from the Catazan, right in on their campus on the Ringling Museum. Again, you can go to their website for information, but we're going to be going Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, 3 tours a day, right from the Cantazon on Ringling.
3 tours a
at
day.
the Ringling
Wow.
Museum. Yep.
Okay, so are you still doing the wine tours?
We are.
We're
doing
wine tours for a while.
So
right?
we slowed down during our kind of typical off season. Although all of us are seeing right now in a early week of December, we don't have much of an off season anymore.
No,
It's really picked up.
But we do
up a
scale
little
back
bit,
a
yeah.
little bit, and then we go full bloom ahead, full boom ahead, or whatever you say, on it for coming up in the season. All sorts of theme tours like wine tours. We've had Big Top Brewing out for a Big Top Brewing tour. We've had a bunch of other things like that, event tours, so to speak. So it's a lot of fun.
Right. So if one was to, so how do you pick the music that you got? I know Kettle of Fish plays out there quite a bit.
Yeah. So I'm a big believer in supporting local music, and there's a super vibrant music scene in the Sarasota County, the Sun Coast area.
Scott is like Hart,
I love
knees
music,
deep
and
in
I'm
it.
like,
Yeah, and we're so blessed that we do have these opportunities. So I go to bands that have a following, and I say, hey, here's the deal. I'll bring half the people if you could bring the other half, and together we'll all be happy. So that's kind of the prerequisite. And so we experiment, we shuffle the deck here and there. We do have staples, for instance, Kettle of Fish, who absolutely started playing Hearts back when we were doing it just on our dock, not in the park. And it's just grown and blossomed into being one of the best venues. So they're with us once a month. But then we have 3 other Saturday nights a month that we like to mix it up and do different types of music, but always with that focus on local music, supporting local music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So if somebody wanted to come and play, would they just come talk to you and say, like, proactively, hey, we'd like to be considered?
Yep. Sherman at teamharts.com, and Harts is Harts. So
Right,
like baseball team.
Get that?
Yep.
Sherman
Sherman-
at teamharts.com.
And reach out to me, and we'll see what we can do. Like I said, you bring half the crowd,
Right.
I'll deliver
Somebody
the other
local,
half, and then we're all happy.
And then
so
they
that's
get,
what's really
they get the
important.
exposure to become, more popular.
Exactly.
And what's also fantastic, and thank you so much, I have to, coming up here, so another proof about everybody helping each other out here in Sarasota, because you're graciously donating to Mr. Scott Maloof over here, who is going to be one of the bachelors at the December 7th or 11th McCurdy's Comedy Club Bachelor Auction. So, ladies, if you'd like this hunk of meat over here, and
Hunk of meat. Don't objectify him, Mark.
That's what I said to somebody the other day. I said that
he
they're
comes
selling
with a
11,
fantastic
11 men are being sold.
a great being sold. That sounds worse.
That's what I said.
But he comes with a
but I
fantastic
appreciate that.
package
Yes, I
from
appreciate
Hart's
that.
Landing
Yeah, and Miss
for
Clara.
a
That's
cruise
gonna be
to
fun.
our cruise up to 40
Yep,
people.
on the
you
Miss
for that.
Clara.
Yeah.
By the way, MissClara.com if you want to see what kind of boat and some of the details and all of that. It's really a vintage boat that you'll see in Newport or the San Diego Harbor or San Francisco Bay.
Oh, it's
one of those
about 40
classic
people
boats.
hold, you said,
yep,
right? Safely?
44 and plus 2 crew.
Two crew,
Right.
yeah, because
Yeah.
we did a Call a Banker party on that.
Yeah,
a year
that was
or
a
so
lot of
ago,
fun.
and we went out there and
Yep.
had a bit of a party. It was
Now
nice, so much fun.
we also have something else going on that we'd like to share with everybody.
Oh, please.
Since I'm
Yeah,
here
that's
sitting
what
there.
we want. Right.
So all of you, most
Does
of you
anybody
are
else know
probably-
about this? Does anybody else know about this?
Uh,
Do we have
you
a
know-
scoop exclusive on this?
This is pretty much an exclusive for you. It really is.
All right.
But
you heard it here on
so-
Sarasota Street Talk.
So we were approached by the city about 7 months ago. Many of you are aware of the Payne Park Tennis Center.
Yep.
Right by the clerk's office and the tax collector
Right.
and motor vehicles and all of that. Well, that's a 12-court tennis center that had kind of a rec room that people would sit in and hang out and play cards or backgammon, things like that, in between tennis matches, things like that. Well, the city put out to bid, and we bid on, and we won the bid, and we are in the middle of the build-out. But the rec area, the inside rec area, and the patio area is called Court 13, as in 19th hole. And
Right.
So this is the 13th court, so to speak. And it's going to be an inside bar, light food, party place, live music on Saturday nights.
Wow.
Really a lot of fun happening there at Court 13, and that's what we're calling it, Court 13. Yep, and so keep an eye. We're going to be establishing a Facebook and website for it because we're just in the middle of building it out and transforming it into a bar and restaurant. And
when's
all
that
Have a
of that.
time frame on that?
When's the time frame on that?
So we're
It's-
saying
nobody
of course.
knows about it.
Yeah,
That's
so
right. We don't know. We're not supposed
We
to
don't
know
know
about
about
this.
So January 10th is what we're hoping to be opening day with a big party, and we'll let you know about that. But there is some permitting involved for what we're doing to transform it from just a basic rec room into a full bar and light food restaurant. So we do have some permitting involved. So we're at the mercy a little bit of the city bureaucracy. Not complaining about it,
yeah.
Right.
but they'll drive our ability to open.
timing,
But
yeah.
so certainly sometime in the month of January we will be
okay.
open.
That's
Hey,
coming
you
up.
know a good way to get around that though? It's kind of like what we did. We just
You
don't
just set
ask.
up.
Yeah,
We just set up. You want a drink?
Well, look at
You want
this.
a drink from the bar? We got you.
Yeah.
Trust
Look at
me,
this
We just don't ask.
asking for forgiveness,
We ask
not
for
So today,
permission.
permission,
Not
yeah,
permission.
and
is
speaking
probably
of
my
which,
life motto. But there are certain lines
the
that
big
don't
Christmas,
cross.
the big Christmas parade is today.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Coming up.
we already
there.
got our spot.
We're all yep. So yeah, the big Christmas parade. So we're going to be doing this. We're just going to be shifting this whole thing
This way.
For the
this
parade.
way.
Yep.
And
See how
we'll be
long
right
we
here
got.
for the parade, and we're going to go ahead and record the entire parade as well.
You know, by the way, before I get started on other subjects, I wanted to thank both of you in this podcast you do. And anybody, I was in radio for years, and anybody that knows the demise of local radio with the advent of technology and other platforms, but really it's been the consolidation of radio through Clear Channel and iHeartRadio. Not
iHeartRadio.
putting down any of these big radio corporate conglomerates, but they have as a result, and you could say, you know, they've gone the way of newspapers and things like that. It's really led to the demise of local radio. And so things like this, what you do, Mark and Scott, I think revive the importance of it, because you've got content right here that there's no radio station, no other podcast that you could ever get access to. So these are important to get the word out, because we miss that. You know, the more local we can focus, the more local centric, the more local music like that we can have at Hart's, the more local discussions we can have about life here on the Suncoast, the better we are for it. We know that. So these type of podcasts, I think, are critically important. And all of you that are out there listening, you kind of owe it to your area to tell your friends and family about it, and talk it up a little bit, because listenership should be driven by the content that you all put out there on and on and on
Best
again.
commercial I've ever.
Best
commercial I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So so it's on YouTube.
Thank you so much for that.
You go to YouTube, you search Sarasota Street Talk, and you can see a bunch of episodes. And everybody that we sit and talk to are all local people, business owners,
and
artists,
individuals,
musicians, and then just people walking up that we don't know, and we grab them and we get
no agenda to this other than the fact that we enjoy doing it,
right?
And it's us being able to meet the people downtown.
Yeah. And that's what's
everyone
critical.
has a story, and everybody, just like I was saying, everyone helps each other out.
Yep.
You're helping out Scott. We're gonna, we help you, and people come out and we'll help them, and
this is going to be
it's local.
And to me, this is like a story. This started Mark like a year and a half ago by himself.
Yeah.
I didn't know you.
I was just yelling on the street.
I've only lived here 15
town
months.
crier.
I always say I've been here 15 months. It feels like 15 years.
Yeah.
And this is a big part of why.
Yeah.
I've learned so much talking to people like yourself, and thank you for
Yeah,
those
it's
things.
critically important. It really is.
As much as you are.
And you're not going to get it any other place. So really talk it up amongst you all. It's kind of owe it to your community to talk up these type of podcasts. It's really important.
And the fact that we do it on the streets, I think is cool.
Yeah.
Because there are podcasts like in studio. Somebody asked me the other day.
Yeah.
Last night I was talking to an artist that I met down in Gulfgate. This woman, young girl, and she's like, "Where's your studio?" I go, "We don't have a studio.
No.
We're just out on the streets." And
she's like,
it's
literally?
cool.
And
Literally.
see, what's so fun about this though, because anything can happen. It was like live TV.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like anything
Guy
happen,
goes
and
by
it does.
on a loud motorcycle.
And like something will crash down, or part of the tent will collapse. Not today, but it's happened. Or some glitch on them. Something happened.
Right.
It just
you're absolutely
we just go by
right
the seat of
about
our pants.
You're absolutely right about being on the street too, because it's kind of an intangible medium. So seeing you guys on the street more and more and more adds that tangibility to it and builds awareness on it. People can touch, feel, smell, taste radio by seeing. I mean, we have a big crowd down here today, and that's typical. And we're kind of, what is this, the first weekend of December?
Yeah.
I know that the parade is
slow
coming.
Period.
This is slow.
This is supposed to be slow.
And there's people everywhere. So I really do commend you on your effort. And it takes, and guys, to put this together takes a lot of effort. It's not just plug in and go. There's way more to it.
And this,
Scott, right? Did
Yeah.
you hear that? So I get here at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I set up for about 7 hours for this.
And
Scott
not to mention the investment in equipment.
Swaggers in at 15 till.
I show up at 9:15 for the 10 o'clock.
But again, the
He's here at
investment
like
in
8. No, he does all that.
the investment in the equipment, the technology to make it sound good, to be presented properly. And,
Thank you.
I saw you have show opens, segment opens. I mean, this is what it's all about. I really commend it. So it's awesome.
Thank you so much.
And again, 85% Mark setting up. I helped break it down.
What's that?
I help break it down at the end of the show.
Yeah.
I
If
help
I
break it
finally
down
allow
by
him, because I'm so
setting
anal
up,
about it.
It's all him.
By the way, we are live on our Hart's Landing page. Give your podcasts contact information again, so my people from Hart's can start learning about where to get this content.
Well, YouTube is the main place to find it. It's Sarasota Street Talk. And again, what are we, probably 30, 40 episodes up now?
No, we're up to like 60 or 70 actually right now. Yeah.
At 100, do you get syndication money?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
absolutely-
No, we haven't
Not yet.
monetized it yet, but we
Not
have.
yet.
Real estate is a little slow right now. I'm a mortgage broker, and it's a little slow. We might have to start thinking about that. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
We do this for fun.
everything's good.
But if somebody is looking at this on your page. What is it?
Hart's Landing Facebook page. We're
page.
live there
Okay.
now.
And they are a business owner or they have
Sure.
a good story to tell. They can contact me.
And it
I'm
doesn't
the
have to-
booker. That is something I do while you do all the equipment.
Yeah.
I do the
He's
booking.
the booking pimp.
Sure.
Right
So
here.
they could get a hold of me at 815-341-0131 or my email, Scott, SEOTT, at yoursummitlending.com.
Perfect. And they could
I-
private
they
message
could-
me on the Hart's page,
Yep,
and I would
connect
forward it
them to
right
me.
over to you,
yes.
Scott.
And then, they might say, you know what? I moved here, 35 years ago from Alaska, and I got a story to tell.
Yeah. And it's not like business owners, not necessary. Although we'd love to help local.
Sure.
Yeah.
Stories.
Yeah.
Just an interesting
That's all that
story.
matters.
That's all we care about.
I mean,
All that
and
matters.
we do promote a lot of people. I mean, we had Make-A-Wish here earlier, and,
Yep.
and we know them
What a
well.
great
Terry
cause.
Shaw. Now we are. You're on the
I'm on the
advisory
board. On the
I'm
board
a
of
grantor.
Make-A-Wish, and he's a
I'm
wish grantor.
I'm a grantor now, and
So,
Joan
People helping
Love,
people.
who does the ferry doors, is a grantor, and so just it's a great community.
Excellent.
I'm
Yeah.
so fortunate.
And it's really important to have stuff like this, content like this available.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And then you are the you're the
Yeah.
con.
You are the
people like
content.
yourself
Yeah.
are the ones
I
that
appreciate
like
it.
without businesses like yourself and yourself in general,
Yeah.
we couldn't do this.
Yeah.
A little interesting story about this. So my daughter and I started this business with one boat tour that we have still going to this day on Anna Maria Island. It'll be our 10th year doing it. And her and I started on a shoestring budget. And now we have 3 stores, 3 boats, 35 employees.
That's awesome.
And so much so that my daughter...
In 6 years.
In 10 years, yeah.
In 10 years,
Yep,
okay.
in 10 years we started this. And my daughter, who is in the finance biz, she traveled between Phoenix and New York, but this got so busy that she moved to Sarasota 3 years ago. Dad, you need help. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, I need way a lot of help. And it's just been really fun. I mean, I'm really blessed to be in
That's
a
awesome.
business with my daughter as a partner. And it's just been a lot of fun.
And what's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah
Okay.
Baldwin.
Sarah, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
And so it's
Just
really
want to make sure we get her name out there,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah. Well, cover
yeah.
both
And so
owners.
it's
She
really
doesn't want to be
awesome.
known as just Sherman's
and
daughter.
she's
wants
the
to
one
be
I
Sarah
talked to
Baldwin.
regarding
about the
boat.
cruise.
Yeah, so-
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's just been an amazing opportunity to be in business with a family business, things like that. I feel like it'll be a business that outlives me, so to speak. So that's exciting to kind of leave a legacy. And what an environment Sarasota is for these types of businesses. I mean, it really has an opportunity to grow. In some ways, I call it the Wild West down here. You deliver a good product and you're genuine and earnest about it, my goodness, you're going to hit a home run. I mean, so I encourage people to consider opening businesses and to consider being part of the vibrant economy that is, Sarasota and its
Yeah.
downtown and all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, heck, I even live downtown now, so that's how much I love it.
Oh,
right.
So-
Yeah, I can walk home.
Yeah, me
So can
too.
you. We both can.
I'm
Yeah.
a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about a block away.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very good.
So, is it true that the Bay Runner's stopping pretty close now to Hart's?
They
Is it-
just
did they
added
add
a
stop?
Golden Gate stop.
Yes,
Yes,
I did hear that.
absolutely.
That was
Awesome.
perfect,
Excellent.
yeah.
And we're really excited about that. And we hope that it really drives people down to Hart's Landing. We do fine in terms of outcome and people coming out and all of that. But there's room for more. There's room for improvement. There's room for growth. And, we've got a lot of stuff with the Bay project coming down. This
Yep.
waterfront is going to be vibrant
so-
before we know it. And we feel like we're just like the little start of it. Our little postage
Right.
stamp of a place is just start of this
Yeah.
bloom
It is.
of enjoying our beauty on downtown area.
Yeah, and for those who are kind of questioning about the Bay Runner, it's the and you'll see it's the white, green, and yellow or blue bus
Right.
that goes back and forth from 301 Main Street all the way to St. Armand's.
And actually, it's a little more north of Main Street.
Yeah, it does go on the
east
other
of-
side.
Go over
Fletcher.
to
It
past-
goes all the way to the top of Main Street.
I think it's
on
Fletcher.
the east of.
I think it's
Oh,
Fletcher. I think it's a street called Fletcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they
Kinda
go
where it
past.
ends there. Yeah.
Yep. You
Like
can
Lyra?
park it
So
there.
you
And I
can-
only know
can
that
go
my
on the other
daughter
side.
lives like 1 minute from there, so we'll
Okay,
pick
yeah.
up the Bay
Awesome.
Runner
Cool,
there.
cool.
And it brings you all the way out Toledo.
Yep.
Yep.
Free, by the way.
Yep.
Free.
And they got 2 of them running about every
Yep.
25 minutes or so. I know Patrick's is a stop. We always see them stopping here.
And there's an app where you can see exactly where they are, so you can time where you can be at
So it's-
the many pickup spots. I mean, they make it really easy. It's really
I'm
well
so
done.
happy there's one there by Golden Gate now.
Yeah,
Because now people
absolutely.
can. 'Cause I know parking is a challenge
Absolutely.
over there. So that keeps
Everywhere.
that.
You know, I laugh at that though when
It's
people
a challenge
say
at Lido. It's a challenge.
parking
at-
is so tough at Hearts. How many times? I'll ask you guys. How many times as a kid did you walk into music festivals where you tromped through mud, and
Yeah, right.
woods, and all over
Just
it
park it. You can
just
park
to
at
get
Marina
at the
Jack.
live music.
I mean,
So
you can
come
park over by
on.
Marina Jack.
Yeah.
You know, that
Marina
area
Jack
and
and
walk.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not a
6-minute walk from
Go over
Marina
to
Jack
Bird Park and just park there.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
Take an Uber.
Exactly.
Or
But
take the
Saturday
Bay Runner.
nights-
Or take the
Or
Bay
take
Runner.
the Bay Runner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you haven't been to a Hearts Landing live music on Saturday nights, you're really missing out. It is really just good fun.
Who's
It
playing
really
tonight?
is.
You got-
Well, we don't have somebody Saturday night. I could tell you.
Oh, you
who-
said Friday. That's right. You said
Yeah, no, but we're a little sporadic coming up to the holidays, every other, that kind of thing. But then we kind of launch every Saturday nights for the full high season right through July 4th weekend. You can go to our Hearts Landing Facebook page or website, and it'll have a listing of all our Saturday night events.
Okay,
So,
good.
yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to let you be bad cop.
Oh, we're gonna do. Yeah, we
Yeah, no, you
forgot
be
to
bad-
do that earlier.
Oh, you know what we also forget to
Oh,
do?
he's
A
not
chant.
here.
We
This
don't
is
do our
good.
chant anymore.
You wanna do that
Well,
first?
No, let's do it after your bad cop.
What's the bad
Or do you
color?
want to
no,
do the chant first?
Yeah, we'll do that. Get
All
that
right,
away. Because
so-
I always like ending it with the. It's not bad cop.
No,
it's
it's
just
not bad
kind of a
cop.
hot seat. No,
No.
big deal.
No
So-
problem.
So this
So-
is something we do.
Yeah,
We've been forgetting
this
lately.
thing.
We've been kind of late lately.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Okay, so here
So
we go.
ready?
1, 2, 3.
Brian Johnson,
Brian
Brian
Johnson, Brian Johnson. All right, so if we go ahead and
so
say that.
Beetlejuice, in
Yes.
Beetlejuice, if you say his name 3 times, he shows up.
Yep.
We say Brian Johnson 3 times, and we're waiting for him to show up.
One of these days-
Brian
these
Johnson.
days,
Brian
he's gonna-
Johnson. Brian
He's
Johnson.
going to
show
go and
up.
get over to Bird Key, and he's going to be like, you laddies, the one talking about
You
this.
guys-
He's going to sit down and talk.
Next time I see his rolls, I'll holler at him.
Yeah,
There-
yeah. Tell him about us.
With the Model
please,
T.
Please
Yeah.
tell him about us.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you want to? I'll ask the question, I guess.
Sure.
So, favorite 2 to 3 restaurants downtown.
Udamari, I like for the sushi
All right.
at the top. Let's see. There's so much good.
I know.
See,
It's,
that's the
it's,
tough part
that's
about
why I
Bricks.
say it's kind of a hot
I
seat.
like bricks.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
Megan,
Megan over there,
our friend
Bricks is
over
fine.
there.
Yeah,
I like her.
yep.
Yep.
And I'm going to reserve the third. I'm
Okay,
going to
that's
hold
fine,
out to
yeah.
find out who's the third restaurant that I'm going to put on the list next
All
time
right,
I'm asked.
that's fine.
But
That's
there's
fine.
so much great food
His
down
new
there.
wine
is.
bar
There's
just
some-
opened up.
And also my daughter was telling
Block
me about a
15,
new
right down the
ramen
street.
bar.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is
that-
that going in place of Yumi?
I forget where she said it was,
There's-
but
there's
she
not-
said it's awesome.
Now, I know there's a raw oyster bar opening up at Mandeville.
Oh, I like
Mandeville's
oysters.
turning into
Oh, yeah. When is that store? When's that coming?
ramen bar. Oh,
Oh,
a
thank
ramen
you.
bar, right over here.
Nice.
See, a Sarasota resident just
Yeah,
came up and
that's
helped
right.
us.
Thank you so
Everybody
much. I
is
heard
helping
great
everybody.
That's what we
Thank
need.
you.
People walking up to
That's
keep us
the
in
thing.
line. And
All
tell
right,
us what's
next
going on.
question.
That's good.
Oh, that was it for
See,
the hot
he was all-
seat.
yeah, he thought it was
Jeez.
like a real hot
No, that's
seat.
right. It's not.
I
No,
thought
that's
you were
right.
going to ask ex-wives or something like
No.
that.
No.
No, we don't talk about
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we
'Cause we all have them.
we all got stories. We all got stories.
Well, thank you so much
thanks
for
for
letting me
being
sit
here
in today.
Yeah,
It was a
thank
lot
you
of
for all
fun.
you do here, and
And-
if there's anything we can do to help you guys,
We will do it,
we
including
do.
doing a live broadcast down at Hart's.
Yes.
But also at Court 13. You'll
Yeah,
always
I'm
get
looking forward to that. Too.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
let us know
that,
when that
that's
happens.
know
really
about that.
exciting because another thing about Court 13. Let's say a Saturday night going to be a rain out at Hart's. Hey, we're moving to Court 13. Come
Right?
on
You have
down.
the
So we
space
now have
for
an
the band
alternative
and all that, right?
Absolutely.
That's
So there's
awesome.
plenty of room.
That's
for
very
it.
awesome.
It'll be a lot of fun.
All right,
So
thank
again,
you.
thanks
Again,
for what
good
you
to
all
see
do,
you
Mark.
again.
man, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks. Yep.
thanks.
Have a great
value.
day.
Yeah,
Bye now,
Thank you
guys.
so
soon.
much.
that was
Oh,
awesome
see.
as always.
God, see, this. I got chills.
But no,
I know seriously
but
because you
people
get
like that make Sarasota so
there
great.
are people, yes,
and
so
make me love it here so much.
everybody
You know?
just giving, and helping, and then also having the business is about providing music, good food, fishing, all that kind of stuff, and then you've got just so selfless in like what they do. Right. So absolutely fantastic.
Bye, guys.
So
Bye-bye.
hey, have
Thank
a
you,
fantastic
Sherman.
day.
All
right.
So
there we go.
We're almost. Yeah, that was good. That
Yeah.
was good.
So we're gonna go
So
ahead and
take a break.
We're gonna take a little
stretch.
break. There's gonna
Maybe
be some,
think about curing the hanger coming on.
I'm sorry. What?
The hanger that I'm having right now.
The hanger. The hangriness.
Hanger. Yeah.
Curing the
I call it
hangriness?
hanger. Yeah, my hangriness.
I guess we got to go find some place to.
Well, there's a lot of food trucks right around the corner right there.
You know
at
what?
the
There's
farmer's market,
Italian
there's
ice.
food.
Italian ice does wonders for hangriness.
Yeah, there's guac. I might get. I don't know. Guac and
God, there's
chips.
someone.
Where's
guac?
Tara?
You
Tara
can,
just
you can
walked
save
by.
the guac.
She's like,
That's
guac.
all you.
I love
That's
that
all you,
guac.
my friend.
All right. Oh yeah.
All right. So we're gonna wrap this up.
Shall make the
and then
choices.
We will maybe continue a little bit more after we stretch.
Yeah, we'll stretch. We'll talk. We'll talk about
Hey. Someone. Scott has a fan.
Somebody knows
Hey,
me.
there's a bachelor auction on the 11th. You can bid on him. Okay. All right. Huh?
All right. I'll see you in a little while.
You're turning a little red, Scott.
I'll see you in a little
All
while.
right. See you in 2 and 2. Make good choices.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye.